Hello, I'm back. I don't know why I say that every time I start a video, but I guess the same way I don't know how to end videos, I don't know how to begin them either. This will again just be a short one. I mean, I'm tired from working way too many hours last week. Um, and I mean, there's just like a lot going on. Um, I guess, well, I mean, I guess energetically, like I wouldn't. I mean, on the outside, it doesn't look like there's a whole bunch going on in my life, but um, I mean, it's May 2nd, and May 5th is when my cat Raven died last year, and I can really feel it. I mean, I can feel it in my heart. I really miss her. Um, and also, I mean, the earthquake that happened in Nepal last weekend, I had to actually wait several days before I could watch video clips or anything because um, for some reason, I mean, there's been a lot of natural disasters that have been happening, but every so often one will happen that really hits me at my heart, and I never really understand why. One was one back in 2004, that Indian Ocean, I think it was, God, Indian Ocean, Indonesia. Um, but this one in Nepal, when I finally did watch the videos, and I did want to, because I like to stay in touch with my humanity. I don't like to just blank stuff out and act like nothing's going on. And, but watching it, it really hit really hard in my heart, in my core. And so, and then I think it's been going through shockwaves through, I mean, the planet. I think everyone's feeling it at some level, and maybe not recognizing that it's from that. They may be attributing it to you know, like other stuff, stress points and stuff going on in their lives. They'll say like, oh, it's work, oh, it's this person, it's blah. But I mean, like our sensitive. I think everyone's a lot more sensitive at the moment than normal. I don't know if it's because it's the location of where it's at. You know, you're getting close to um, you know, the Himalayan, Tibet, and all of that, and there's a lot of incredible energy there, spiritual energy. And so when an earthquake happens in areas like that, you know, it's something deeper is going on. I don't know how else to express that, but I just know for myself, I feel it really deep in my heart, and so between those two things. But I mean, I just in general, I feel deep heartbreak inside of me. I mean, whether it's from like the stuff that's going on in my life, or it's the stuff, the current energy, or the anniversary of Raven's death. It's just all very, um, it's very heartbreaking. And there's people, I mean, just people, I mean, they haven't died, but they're not in my life anymore, and I miss those people as well. But there's nothing I can do about it, you know. You know, because we all make choices and decisions, and um, some of the choices and decisions that people that I care about and love in my life that they make, um, are ones in which I can't keep them in my life anymore. I mean, they are free to make those choices or those decisions, but then I also have to make the decisions to walk away myself for myself. So that's just all kind of piling up all at once. And I mean, it's a beautiful day out, and it's warm, it's sunny. I've already gone for a walk. I'm actually about to go pick up my son. We're gonna hang out this evening, so I'm gonna look forward to that, and I know we'll have fun and everything. But like, I still the deeper heartbreak that I feel, even when I'm like in a really good mood and feel joy, is still always present, is always there. I can always feel it in my, I mean, even in my eyes, like I want to cry all the time. Even when I'm feeling, I mean, it makes a whole lot of no sense, like how you feel both those things at the very same time, the deep heartbreak, but also a great joy. And so sometimes the joy comes forward and is more prominent in me, and sometimes the deep sorrow comes forward and is more prominent in me. And typically I only share the when it's joy coming out of me, it's usually the only time that I share with people. You know, the only time I show up, or I'm like, oh, here I am. And not so much when it's in the sorrow, because I mean, it's harder to share that, not just for myself, but I can pick up on other people's response, or like they don't know what to do with it, or maybe they don't understand it. But it just leaves me feeling alone. And I don't want to be alone. And when I say alone, it's that whole being alone even in a crowd thing. I mean alone like other people aren't present. They're not really there. They're not really listening to other people. You know, they're very focused on just the world or what is going on in their own head, or I don't know. I don't know how to describe it, but rarely is someone else actually present and listening and caring, or able to feel that they care about what's going on with someone else when they're upset, without like trying to solve it. Like, I don't need someone to solve my issues, or like when I'm upset to fix it, but it's just to be heard. And I don't feel like anyone, or it's very rare now that someone understands what that means, to be heard or to listen. Everyone's so distracted with their phones and their lives and their busy schedules, and no one has time for anyone else anymore. Like, if I see someone distracted, or they're like not really present or seeing me as a human being who's in pain and could use some comfort, I'm not going to talk to them. I'm not going to talk to them about my problems, because they're more important than that. I mean, I'm more important. I should be able to have someone's undivided attention for even a short amount of time, without acting like I'm putting them through torture. Like, oh God, I have to hurry up and go. I gotta go do this. Please hurry up your story. I think that's why I always want to hear other people and want to be present with them and see them and hear them. Because there's a certain quality of hearing or listening to someone that helps alleviates that feeling of being alone. You know, it really isn't about the solution. Like, what can we do to make this better for you? It's not about that. It is really just being a witness, like seeing, really seeing and letting it in without defenses up and um, judgments clouding vision. Like just letting someone, like it not being about if they're right or wrong. Like, oh, well, did you consider this where you should have done that, or did you tell the person this? Like just allowing the person to have that pain or to express it. And like, regardless of whether they're in the wrong or could have handled it better or could be doing more for it. Like, I think everyone deserves someone that when they have these types of situations, that the person will just hold them and like let them have that feeling. And I just haven't found that yet. I've only ever been able to allow to have these feelings by myself. And only I have been able to comfort myself in the way that I need it. And it works. I mean, it does help, but there is something about humans are social creatures, and so, well, yes, it's great that you can, whatever you can do for yourself, then you can do it for others. There is a need. There is an actual need for human contact and the actual, like, even skin on skin. Like, that's a need that humans have, or they don't do very well. But we're so distant from each other, and not necessarily physically, but emotionally, we are so distant from each other now. There is no true, or very rarely true, being there and present with another human. At least in my life and my world. I obviously can't speak for everyone. And I mean, it is humiliating. I mean, like, to be a strong woman and just be like, what do you say? Like, I mean, I can say, oh, I need someone, or I could use a hug, or someone important in my life, but it's not going to make it happen. It's like, I don't know, at least in this moment, like, I don't know what the answer is. I know there's a lot of people who feel alone. Excuse me. And who feel like I do. But I can't get through other people's issues and stuff. Like, I can't have people in my life who are not willing to be responsible for themselves or their things. Like, where I feel like I have no choice but to keep doing stuff for them, or like I'm not allowed to live my life because or I'm not able, I don't have time for things I want because the focus is always on the other person. Um, getting text. I guess it's probably time for me to go. um, yeah, I mean, like I'm fine. This is something that I've lived with my whole life. So I mean, it's not like, oh no, Jen looks upset. I hope she's okay. I mean, I will always be okay. But I mean, this pain always lives in me. Like I always feel it at some level in me. It doesn't ever go away. But I also don't want to. I think it would. I think it might help. I'm just trying it out. I think it might help to not hide it so much. To not, or to always try to pretend like um, that I am always okay, or that I'm doing okay, so that other people don't worry about me. Because I have that as well. If I show emotion, like people start flipping out, and I don't need people flipping out or taking it too far. Just because I'm upset, this is something that may be new to other people to witness in me, but that I have been dealing or have had and been dealing with my entire life. This is not new. The only thing new about this for me is that I'm not hiding it. I'm showing it, and so like I know I'm okay, and I don't need any of you guys freaking out about me about that, but I do want to share it because I do, again, I'm hoping maybe it'll help me to not hide it, because then I won't have to go away all the time. Like when there's instances where I show up and in social circles and stuff, and then suddenly I disappear for a few months. Like this is why. It's because I'm in this state, and I don't want to answer the questions, or I don't want to bring other people down, or maybe I just don't trust people with these emotions of mine because they don't respect them or they're dismiss them. I don't know. But at least this way is safe because like it's just a video. Like I don't. It's not like I can't see anyone's response right now, and so that actually helps. That helps me. So I'm not wanting to like reassure the other person or make sure that they're okay, that I'm not okay or something, you know. I think some of it is a lot of people depend on me to be strong. So when I start to show this side, they start to freak out because if Jen's not okay, then stuff is not okay. But I need it to be okay. I mean, I need to be able to be like this around people and they still be okay as well. Because it weakens me and it's hard to hide this part of me all the time, just so that other people don't freak out. Um, yeah, so that's it. I got my son is texted me, and we're gonna go hang out. We're gonna try and get an appointment to get our hair cut. So my hair may be shorter tomorrow. It just needs the dead ends cut off. So I like my hair long, but it needs to be trimmed every so often. All right, so I hope everyone else is doing well, and I will talk to you soon.